Ah, yeah, man. Breaking news. Breaking news. Brave starting pitcher Spencer Strider is out for the remainder of the whole season. He has to get surgery on his elbow. Damn it. It is what it is, man. I'm supposed to be in Atlanta in a couple weeks, man. Was hoping to see if I would get a chance to watch this man pitch. And this is what happens, man, when you try to introduce a new pitch in your arsenal. He tried to introduce his curveball, and yeah, and it backfired on him, man. So Spencer Strider is out. Fuck. We probably gonna have to pick up another pitcher. You know, this puts pressure on Max Fried, Charlie Morton, AJ Minter, Tyler Megzik, and the other cast. I mean, Jesse Chavez. I mean, we got the bats, but we man, that game against the New York Mets, man, they whipped our ass. I forget the score, was it like 12-4 or some shit like that, man? I mean, good thing we running into the I forget who we playing, man. We playing one of them Florida teams right now. We whooped their ass yesterday. I think it was 8-0, some shit like that. But this stinks. But anywho, we still going to enjoy our time in Atlanta when we out there. But this is just a general video of all things sports, you know, breaking the news on Spencer Strider being out for the remainder of the season. Hey! The Lakers are in the eighth seed. We got one more game to play against the New Orleans Pelicans. Who knows if they're going to sit any of their players. NBA season is coming to an end. We're getting ready to jump into the play-in and then the playoffs. If the Lakers can step up their defense a little bit, Darvin Ham, if he can get these rotations and lineups better, then I think the Lakers got a huge shot, no diddy, to do something great in the postseason, man. Do something great in the postseason. LeBron James, remember at the beginning of the season, after the health scare of his son, Bronny James, he said he was dedicating this season to his son. So we'll see how far the dedication goes. But, you know, a lot of people want to shit on the Lakers, and a lot of these Laker fans are acting out of character. Remember, people, this is a marathon, not a race. Let all them other teams fight for the first seed and the second seed. You know what I'm saying? Let them do that. You know, everybody talking, oh, the Lakers and the Warriors not gonna make the playoffs. It's a marathon, not a race. You got to understand. Steph Curry and the Warriors, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, Klay Thompson. Of course, they want to win every game, but you know, it's about pacing yourself throughout the season. And I think the Warriors and the Lakers did a good job of that. With the addition of the play-in now, if there, excuse me, if there was no play-in, I think things would be a little bit different. I think the Lakers would probably, excuse me, would have played a little bit better. Probably would have fought for the 7th and 8th spot, but we are where we are with this new format that the NBA has put out there. So you got to take what you can take, and it is what it is. Like I said before, I think last year or maybe a year and a half ago, that the NBA is pushing for a play-in team to win the championship. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to be this year, next year, or further down in the future. But I do believe that the NBA is pushing for a play-in team to win the NBA championship. I don't know if it's going to be the Lakers or the Warriors or what other teams are on the Eastern Conference, but it has to make sense. It has to make sense, people. You know what I'm saying? They just don't put anything out there for it not to make sense. So that's just my belief. Just to end the note on the Lakers, yeah, man, Darvin Ham got to get better with the lineups. He's been struggling with that for the whole year. And of course, that could be the thing that breaks the camel's back for the Lakers, for them not being able to have a chance to compete for a championship. But I have a little faith in LeBron James and Anthony Davis and, the supporting cast, some of the supporting cast. Not really a Austin Reeves fan, not really rocking with D'Angelo Russell like that. I just want those dudes to go out there and do their job, man. I like Rui, love Rui Hachimura, love Jackson Hayes. We still got to get Vando back. I don't know the health of Cam Reddish. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I like that. I like the Spencer Dinwiddie pickup a lot. But these guys got to go out there and try to make something happen in the postseason. I don't have a definite winner of the NBA Finals as of right now. As of right now, in the East Coast, I got Boston going to the NBA Finals. But on the West Coast, the Western Conference, I have no clue. It could be the Mavericks. It could be the Nuggets again. It could be the Timberwolves, OKC. I don't know. Sacramento, if they could get their shit together, they down there fighting with the Lakers and the Warriors for seeding spots for the playoffs. So it's going to be real interesting in the West. Maybe KD and the Phoenix Suns and Bradley Beal and Devin Booker could get back. Well, Devin Booker and KD, this will be Bradley Beal's first time going to the NBA Finals. But if they could get a chance to get to the NBA Finals and go on a run and win, hey, so be it. Yeah, so still got a lot of basketball to be played until June, and then the Olympics and all that horse shit in the summertime. But yeah, Lakers, this is y'all defining moment. Y'all got to try to go out there and make it happen. And I'm still on the fire Darvin Ham train. I got my seatbelt on. I'm not getting up from my seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on the fire Darvin scam train. Shout out to the locker room. Packers. Now we finally get a chance to see who we will be facing off against. The first game of the season in Brazil. Sao Paulo, I don't know how you pronounce it. In Brazil, facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles. A team that has been on a decline since their Super Bowl run. This last offseason, this last season, the Eagles, the Sheagles, they started off hot. They was the talk of the town. Everybody had the Sheagles going back to the Super Bowl. Even the shitty Sheagle fans thought their team was going back to the Super Bowl. And that's the funny thing about the Sheagle fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since they won that Super Bowl in 2017? It's pretty recent. 2017, they fans been walking around here like they done won 5, 6, 7 Super Bowls. Like, sit y'all goofy asses down. Sit down. Just sit down. All right. Okay. Let's get into Brazil. It's Packers' first time going to Brazil. They say there's a lot of a lot of Packer fans out there in Brazil. We'll see. We'll see how the NFL is going to orchestrate that fiasco of a fucking show of entertainment. Um, we could take it back to where Jordan Love got his feet wet again in a game where Aaron Rodgers took an early seat, playing pretty bad football, and Jordan Love steps in and he has that quick slant pass to Christian Watson, who just ran past that shitty ass secondary, just a blaze of glory down the sideline, just passing up all them slow, sorry ass Eagle DBs. He scored the touchdown. We still lost the game. I forget the score. I think it was like 33-41 or some horse shit like that. But I'm not taking this first game in Brazil too serious. It's out of the country. It's the first game of the season. It's, you know, a glorified extra preseason game. Of course I want us to win. Of course I want the Packers to win. But as of right now, I'm not even really worried about that game. We still got a whole bunch of things that we have to get through leading up to that game. Of course, the draft is in a couple of weeks. Still got to pay Jordan Love, get acclimated to the new tackling rules and the new kickoff rules. I think the tackling rule, I think the Packers voted against that. I think they voted against changing the tackling rule. I don't know, either was the kickoff or the tackling rule changed. The Packers voted against one of those. But yeah, man, it's too early to make any predictions. We don't even know what the roster going to look like. But of course, you know, you're going to have some fanatic Shigo fans out here just running around, talking early horseshit to like the game is next week. You know, it's about how you start. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And we seen that with the Eagles last year. They started off hot. They was the top dogs, the top team, until they ran into the 49ers. And right after the 49ers went through them like a hot knife through butter, they were never the same. You know, they only won, like, I forget, they lost a shitload of games, went to the playoffs, got their ass kicked by Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They shouldn't even been in the playoffs if they losing all them games. It should have been somewhere in the NFL bylaws where if you lose so many games at the end of the season, kick their ass out, put somebody else. But hey, they got a chance to get in and embarrass themselves against Baker Mayfield. Shout out to Baker Mayfield, man. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was Jalen Hurts' first playoff game he played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers his first playoff game, and he got his ass whipped again. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, let's before we end this video, man, let's talk about the NCAA women's basketball. Let's just talk about that. Now, whenever you're trying to sell something, especially in sports, and especially when it has to deal with women, there has to be drama, right? Has to be drama to sell it. And I think that's what women's basketball is to me. It's just them selling drama. I mean, you know, you have that whole Angel Reese thing when, you know, first it was Caitlin Clark, and I don't know how to say her name. I just call her Lith. You know, she did the "You Can't See Me," put her out of the women's playoffs when she played for Louisville. Then Caitlin Clark loses to LSU, Angel Reese and Flau'jae Johnson, And then, Angel Reese with the ring me and did the whole you can't see me shit. They won the championship last season. And then we come into the season and you have Angel Reese being suspended, all these speculative rumors about her and her grades. She might be pregnant. She slept with somebody, one of the team players' boyfriends, just a lot of nonsense. Flau'jae Johnson mom going on Twitter, Angel Reese mom going on Twitter, this whole back and forth feud with the head coach. Angel Reese comes back, but all during this time, Caitlin Clark is doing her thing, and, the media is pumping her up, and, they pushing women's basketball. The WNBA players are getting upset about, the star power of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And then what do we get to? We get to the championship tournament, and South Carolina is doing a thing, undefeated, Dawn Staley, and, I don't call them the women's NCAA champions. I call them the DEI champs. That's what I call South Carolina. To me, that's what this whole thing looked like. I call them the DEI champs. But yeah, it's all built off of drama. Especially now that you got the WNBA players talking a shit, Diana Taurasi speaking up on these young girls. Why wasn't she doing that why was she doing that to the previous girls that were coming into the NBA, right? Right? You didn't hear Diana Taurasi talking about these young girls coming into the NBA 3-4 years ago. They wasn't saying nothing like they saying now. Why? Because they know Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are going to bring in the marketing dollars. Especially when, the Indiana Fever already got 30-something freaking televised basketball games that's going to be aired on TV. They got the first pick in the draft, the women's, the WNBA draft. They got the first pick, so you know where they going. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of money off the WNBA last year, betting on the WNBA. So this is exciting to me, but I'm just saying all of these narratives that's going on is all built off of drama to bring in the marketing dollars. And you have, players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark who have a lot of star power that's going to bring the dough. It's going to bring the dough. It's going to bring the money in. How much money? I don't know. I think the WNBA is supposed to be projected at around $500 million. So I don't know if that's going to, I think the highest paid player is only getting like 240-some thousand a year. So is it good for the sport, the drama? I would say, yeah. You got to have eyes to watch. The product. I'm already deciding to go to a few games. I want to see A'ja Wilson play, the Las Vegas Aces play in Las Vegas. So I'm going to probably take a trip out there. I'm going to go to a few Sparks games this year. I want to see Angel Reese play. I want to see Caitlin Clark play. So I'm going to try to see these young women go out there and showcase their talent. But I just hope that this next season that comes up with the WNBA, it's not filled off of drama. It's not filled off of drama. Of course it's going to be competitive, but let's keep it competitive within the lines of the court. Let's not have all this outside social media BS that the now WNBA players are trying to do to these young women coming into the league, like Lexi Brown, Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart. These girls are just talking. Kelsey Plum, they just talking out the side of their neck. I get it. Oh, it's going to be different when they come to the WNBA. Yeah, y'all seasoned vets. These chicks are going to be rookies. So, it's going to be drama, man. It's going to be a lot of drama. And a lot of this was caused by Angel Reese, I believe, with, I was sexualized. You did it to yourself. You the one out here going to wax parlors that paid you to get the wax. And you went and put it on social media. So you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Now, do I blame you for doing that? No. No. You're a nice looking young lady. You're a nice looking young lady. I give you that. And it's not a lot of nice looking young ladies in the WNBA. Let's just be real, right? Let's just be real. So of course the WNBA is going to draw to your sex appeal and how you present yourself on social media. It don't take much but to just go to your social media and see you trying on little bitty outfits and posing and wearing bikinis. So you kind of did it to yourself. Whether you got paid for it or not, you did it. So with that being said, man, what a bummer today, man, to find out about Spencer Strider, man. I don't know what exactly that is going to do to the Braves season, but it doesn't help it. I can tell you that much. It does not help it. So with that being said, man, this is just a small little 20-minute video. Yeah, man, hit the like button.
Just here to tell you, Pack is back.
You heard it.